Hello everyone. So after updating the Lenovo Legion Go to an 80-watt battery successfully, I have almost to nothing to worry about with the casing. Maybe just a little tiny bump, but honestly not even noticeable. The weight, it's about the same. This is an 81 battery apparently. And this is GTA 5. It's running great, 1000p. With ray tracing on, FSR on quality, and frame generation to make it smoother. As you can see right here, these are all my settings. Very high, and it's running beautifully. I have no complaints at all. This is GTA 5 online. And I love that I can play with the controller separated. So I'm going inside, I think, one of the most complex places in GTA 5, which is the center of the city. I'm not sure, but I'm going here just to test the performance out. But this game is running beautifully with ray tracing on. God, I wish the Switch could do this, but honestly, I'm kind of glad about this. I was going for a Xbox ROG Ally X, but it was very expensive, and I found this open box excellent condition from Best Buy, and I just went ahead and honestly, it was perfect. It was like brand new. Not even, it had the case very well, no signs of usage. I have no complaints. So the only complaint I had between the Ally X and the Legion Go, this one, was the battery. I was like, oh, I don't want to be plugged in all the time. Right now I'm plugged in because I'm, setting up the new battery so I can be charged in full. But I know for a fact that it will last me since some people already did benchmarks, and so far it's running beautifully. The process of changing battery can be quite a little bit finicky, but if you're careful and you watch what you're doing and you don't rush the things and you use the proper amount of strength to pull out the battery with a little bit of alcohol just to loosen up the tapes if you can't get them out in one go. But other than that, it's been quite a very good installation process, and it has not taken me a long time. So after this, I installed the backplate and I did have no bump at all. And so now, since I'm done with this game, I'll show you the other game in 1 second. I do want to mention one thing too. I'm running the full Xbox experience on the Lenovo Legion Go, and I have no complaints. It runs flawlessly. And if I can show you a better angle, forgive me if the angle is bad, but this is the only way I know how to record. So if I were to go to the menu to swap, I would hold this button right here and the joystick. I will hold it a little bit. It will make a vibration. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, as you can see here. But it should work. Or you can just swipe up and you get the same menu. You can move around different stuff you have open. In this case, GTA 5. And I'll be back soon with Silent Hill 2. So Now I will be starting Silent Hill 2. Hopefully it's visible properly. Let me see if I can. Yes, sorry about that. Okay. All right. So these are my settings. I have frame generation on because I definitely noticed that it helps the game feel a lot more smoother than if you have it off. FSR on 1 with balance, and everything's on low. I have global motion blur because I think it makes it better to hide the inconsistent sometimes frame rates. And since this game it doesn't require kind of fast reaction times, well, unless you're battling a boss, I think it's fine to play. And so I'll show you right now. So at the beginning it will kind of stutter because I think it's compiling shaders, but the more you play it, the more smoother it becomes. And if you want a lot more performance, well, that was counterintuitive. It does have the stutter here and there, but it's definitely playable, I think. Once you get rid of those first stutters, I played a little bit in like an hour to get here. You know, just looking around, figuring out what settings work for me. You can have a more performance if you turn off ray tracing, but I don't recommend turning off ray tracing because the game just loses its aura. Like the ambience relies too much on ray tracing. And so here's Silent Hill 2. For example, I'll do a battle mini boss if I can. Give me 1 second. It's definitely playable, I think. I mean, I come from a PlayStation 5 Pro, so I'm not complaining. I played the whole game on my PS5 Pro, and this is definitely a very beautiful game. On a tiny screen like this, I mean, it's not even that tiny, it's 8.8 inches, and it's just very, very nice to look at. I don't have any complaints. As you can see, I can battle them. Of course, you might, if you're like very sensitive, I guess you wouldn't like it, but it's just running perfectly for me. I think it's good enough experience on the go. And again, if you want more performance, you can just, because right now I'm playing on performance mode, but if you wanted more performance, you can go for a custom experience. And of course, you're gonna consume a lot more power. But if you have an 80-watt battery, I think you could last long. And we're back. And I'm not sure where I have to go. But if we explore around a bit, you can definitely see the stutters, but the image quality is top notch. I have ray tracing on again, and I like seeing the reflections even though they might not be the best. Let me just heal up a bit. So you can see, you can appreciate details even if the resolution is not the best. Let me see if I can. There's definitely stutters here and there, but again, if you have a PS5, play in there, but if you have nothing else to play on the go, this experience is right here very well. The only problem that I did find is the cutscenes. I don't know if maybe it's because of the frame generation. They do have kind of like a weird two bars that you can see there. But it doesn't affect gameplay experience, and it goes back to normal after you're done. And inside stores or stuff, you have good quality. I think the only thing that I have a medium is the textures, and that's because I like to have good textures. So I set up my Lenovo Legion Go to be with 6 GB of VRAM and the rest for RAM. So that's why I like to play it on medium textures. But you can probably lower that too and maybe get a bit more performance from the GPU. What's under here? Oh, there we go. Didn't even notice. So as you can see, ray tracing makes the whole game feel and look a lot better. If you take it out, it's ugly, honestly. I had it off first, but then I realized that it's a single player game. You don't need the fastest reaction time. And I think based on the games that I've played on the Switch too, this is kind of things you can expect from the Switch too. Maybe if it's good optimization. If one day, we see this game on the Switch too. But it's running well, honestly. You saw the stutters, and I can lie to you, those happen, but after a few minutes, everything kind of like settles down a bit more, and it's not like you're going to be a perfect flaw experience, but it's definitely a playable experience. I will have to see later on as I progress, and I will update you guys on my experience. But it's not bad. I don't complain. I can't wait to play this at night. And so that's everything, and thank you for watching. I will show you now the other games. So here now is Cyberpunk, and I have ray tracing on as well, on low of course, so it would be only local shadows. I'm using as an upscaler Intel XES. I know you can get a bit better performance if you use FSR, but honestly, in comparison with the Switch 2, this is very close to it. I think even better. Intel XS is way better than FSR 3.1, to be honest with you. It makes everything look and run smooth. I have things on high, medium, 1000p, and I think Intel XES on balance. Once again, this is the Windows experience, Xbox experience, my bad. If you hold M2 here and the right joystick, you can jump around. And it's very smooth to get back on. And definitely very, performance-wise, is very in par with the Switch 2. You can lower things more, but honestly, I like to play on high settings. And it looks good. It's a first-person experience, so it's looking very good. If I were to attack, for example, let's see, it gets faster to show you how it keeps up performance even though you might have stutters sometimes. But it's not like stutters that will kill you, to be honest. I think it's just like the shaders, getting ready. For example, I'll explode this thing right here. No, I don't want to get that. There we go, self-destruct. Boom. see there's a bunch of fire. There we go. Shut the frick up. More cars. Self-destruct. Big bomb here. Boom. These scuffs suck. And yeah, you see? You can enjoy it. Give me 1 second. Heal up a bit. And progress on. Up this ram thingy here. Let's explode 2 cars at the same time. See? Performance keeps up very well. And this is a game with ray tracing on. I think it's a marvel that you can get ray tracing in a small console like this. Especially because you're very limited by the RAM. That's the only complaint I have. But I mean, for the price I got it for the same price as you can get a Switch 2 now. $500 bucks. A deal of a lifetime. And the battery was not expensive at all. It was like 50 bucks. I think there's like a sale right now on Prime. So if you're looking to upgrade your gaming experience, I would definitely recommend the Legion Go. Even more if you upgrade the battery, to be honest. But if you don't want to upgrade the battery, you can buy a power bank. But I mean, it's not a hard process. It's more like building a Lego kind of thing. In my normie mindset, I can kind of say that it's like building a Lego set. Just be careful, watch a video, follow instructions, and you can do it yourself. Don't panic. If you panic, things are gonna go bad. But it's easy. Nothing to complain. Alright. And that's been all my yap about the Lenovo Legion Go. I hope it was helpful to someone. Bye.